The mobility and state of flow elements are built to stimulate the nervous system by moving through active range of motion. It promotes fluid flow, improving circulation, lubricates your joints and release tension, promote pliability of the myofascial system. And through breath and fluid movement sequences, you will find your focus and find your flow. Let's try it together.
Movement pattern 1. Watch first. Come into an S seat. Bring the back leg forward all the way into a twist. Open up, spinal rotation. Bring it back, lift the leg into the S seat. Place your hand behind you. Circle, lift your hips up, reach back, circle back down. Let's do this together. Leg forward, all the way around. Seated twist position, open, spinal rotation. Bring it back to the S seat. Place your hand behind you. Circle, lift your hips up, reach back, circle back, bring it down. 3 times one side. Leg forward. This is your hip strength, hip mobility. Twist. For your spinal mobility, bring it back. S seat. Place your hand. Circle. Lift your hips up. Reach back. Circle back. The 3rd time you can do without support. Sit upright. Bring your hands in front of you. Leg forward. All the way across. Twist. Bring it back. Extend the leg all the way back. S seat. Place your hand. Circle. Lift your hips up. Squeeze your glutes. Open the hips. Bring it back down. Switch sides. Place your hand for support. Leg forward and across. Open up to the side. Sit upright. Bring it back. S seat. Place your hand. Circle. Lift your hips up. Reach back. Circle back. And down. Sit upright. Don't move to the side. Leg forward. Across. Rotation. Bring it back. S seat. Place your hand. Circle. Lift your hips. Reach. And bring it back down. Last one. Without support if you would like to. Arms forward. Twist. Rotation. Bring it back. Place your hand. Circle. Lift your hips. Stretch your hip flexor. And circle back. Come into tabletop. Sit back. I'm going to introduce movement pattern number 2. We start in child's pose. Lift the hips up to triangle. Wave the spine into a plank position. Lower down. Extend the arm into a line. Lift, crescent, touch your back. Crescent back into that line. Place your hands under your shoulder. Push back to child's. Follow me. Come into child's pose. Let's start. Lift the hips up. Triangle. Soft knees. Round your spine. Wave. Plank. Come lower. Extend the arm. Lift off first. Crescent. Engage your glutes to protect your lower back. Bring it back to line. Place your hand back to child's. Lengthen here. Keep your upper body. Just bring your hips and tailbone up. Round, wave into plank. Lower down. Extend the arm. Lift. Controlled articular rotation. Bring it back. Place your arm and child's pose. One more time this side. Lift to triangle. You can bring your heels down, feel it in your hamstring. Round, plank. Lower down. Extend. Lift. It's a slight back extension, so you're going to feel that strength in your lower back slightly. Bring it back into child's pose. We're going to switch side. First, going into triangle. Lengthen the spine, create space. Lift your hips. Round vertebrae by vertebrae. Plank. Come down. Extend the other arm. Lift, crescent. Again, engage your glutes. Bring it back to line. Place your hand. Push back. Child's. Lift up. Triangle. Round even more to plank. Lower down. Extend. Line. Lift to crescent. Great for your shoulder mobility. Bring it back forward. Place your hand. Push back to child's. One more time this side. Keep your chest towards the floor when you go to triangle. Round. Come down. Extend the arm. Explore your range of motion. How far can you go? But remember, don't push through pain. Bring it back. Child's. And come up. Movement pattern 3, watch again. We're gonna start kneeling. Activate your glutes. You wanna extend your hip flexors. Reach back and up. Place your hands. You're gonna push back to your heels. Round your spine. Bring your arms overhead. Bend your knees lower. Bring your hands in front of you. Catch your waist. And with control, bring your knees down. Come up. Let's do this together. Starting in kneeling. Reach back and up. Lengthen. Place your hand to push off. Ankle mobility. Round your back. Spinal mobility. Arms overhead. Bend your knees. Bring your hands forward. Catch the weight. Bring the knees down. Come up. Gauge the glutes. If you want, reach even further back. Reach up. Place your hands. Push. Bring the heel towards the floor. If possible, roll up. Arms overhead. Bend your knees. Lower. Place the hands in front of you. Place your knees. Come up. Last round. If you want, reach your heel and reach up. Without support, push back, heel down, roll up, arms overhead. Extra, lift the heel, lower, find that balance. Bring your knees in front, hips forward, and arm down. Great job. We're gonna switch sides. Reach back and up. Place your hands. Push, heels down, roll. Arms overhead, lengthen. Bend your knees, come down. Weight forward, catch the weight with your hands. Bring your knees down, come up. Squeeze your glutes, protect your lower back. Back and up, reach. Place your hands, push, roll up. Arms overhead. Bend your knees. Place your hands, place your knees, and come up. Last round, explore your range of motion. Touch the heel, lift the arm. Without support, push back, roll up. Arms overhead, lift the heels. Find the balance. Bend your knee as far as you can. Place the knees, bring the hips forward, come down. Sit back. Last movement pattern, again, watch first. Come to your belly. Leg curl, circle the ankle. Turn over, place the foot, knee facing up. You want to open the extended leg towards me. Put your hand behind you, support. Lift up, reach. Bring it back close. Come to your belly. And bring the leg down. Let's start in our bellies. So it 3 times each side. Let's go. Curl. Circle. Turn over. Scorpion twist. Open up the extended leg towards me. Support. Lift. This is a triangle. Bring it back close. Turn over. Leg curl down. Very nice. Let's explore our range of motion. Curl. Circle. Turn over. Help the hand to push. Open up. Lift. Bring it back. Close. Turn to your belly, always with support, control, and down. Last one this side. Curl. Mindful circle, big range of motion. Turn over, open. Challenge, arms forward, push, hip strength, hip mobility, bring it back down. Close, turn to your belly, leg curl down. Very nice, let's try the other side. Leg curl other side. Turn away from me, place your foot, knee up, open. Hand behind you, support, push, lift off. Bring it back, close, turn to your belly, and bring it back down. Let's explore range of motion. In the triangle, leg curl, circle, rotation for your lower back, push up, open. Can you go a bit further, a bit higher? Bring it back down, close, belly down, and leg curl down. Last one. Curl. That's a knee flexion. Circle. Turn over. Open. Arms forward. Lift off in that triangle. Come back down. Close. Turn to the belly. Bring it down. Push back to child's. And come up. Great job. That was the element mobility. So you see we have 4 movement patterns. First, you will introduce the movement so your participants can follow you. And then you will do it 3 times each side. Again, don't rush. You see with the music, you have enough time to either do it a bit slower or a bit faster. I recommend you to start slow. And then when they know the flow, they can do it a little bit faster. The first movement pattern, you are in this S-seat position. Now, if this is too harsh on the knees, you can always open up. You will see a lot of time your participants lean to one side because they don't have the hip mobility. That's absolutely fine. In time, they feel much more comfortable to sit upright because you have here hip external and internal rotation. When you come into a twisted position, you want to make sure that they sit upright. Maybe they can't put their foot all the way here above the knee, so that's absolutely okay. Rotate as far as they feel comfortable. When you come back into your S-seat or position, when you lift your hips, you want to extend the hip flexor, squeeze the glutes slightly always, so you protect your lower back, and you can reach either up or back. Movement pattern number 2, you go into that triangle. You will see that a lot of participants have tight hamstrings. So when you're in child's pose, you're gonna lift your hips. They don't have to extend all the way. Keep the knees bent. You wanna lengthen the spine. You wanna push your upper body back. That's absolutely okay to cue this. When you round your back, you really imagine you're doing a round from vertebrae by vertebrae. If this is too much, they can bring their knees down in the plank. Coming down, you're gonna extend the arm. Activates the glutes again because you're lifting your upper body, so you wanna protect your lower back. Control articular rotation. You just want to use that shoulder joint. If you can touch, that's perfect. If not, if you're here, absolutely fine. You can come back forward, place your hands into child's pose. Movement pattern 3. You come into a kneeling position. Here as well, you want to have hip extension. So you want to squeeze your glutes, open up the hip flexors. Reaching up and back can be maybe a challenging for the back. So you want to make sure that you want to squeeze the glutes and reach up. You don't want to come into a hyperextension because not everybody can do that. Pushing up, place your hands so they can push, they can lift the hips more or they can walk back if this feels comfortable. Bring your arms up and then lower down. The challenge when you push back without support is ankle mobility from here and knee flexion to push here back and roll up. It will take time, so give your participants a lot of repetitions before they go into that. And last movement pattern. You're onto your bellies, the leg curl. From here, turning over can be maybe a little bit confusing with the directions, so make sure when you explain it to tell them either turn towards me or turn away from me. Same here, open the leg towards me or away from me can help them with the direction. Lift off, you can use both arms or fingers for support. If they don't want to lift, that's absolutely fine. Coming back, laying down on their bellies, and coming up. And that is the mobility element. Let's move on in the state of flow element. We're going to put together all movement patterns. Come into the S-seat, S position. Sit upright. Bring the back foot forward, all the way across. Open up, spinal rotation. Bring it back to S-seat. Place your hands circle. Lift your hips up, reach back, circle back. Transition into tabletop, child's pose. Lift the hips to triangle. Wave into plank, lower down. Extend the arm into a line, lift, crescent, reverse, to line. Place your hands, push back to child's. Come up into kneeling, transition. Reach back and up. Lengthen. Place your hands. Push back, round your back. Bring your arms overhead. Bend your knees lower. Place your hands in front of you. Catch the weight. Bring the knees down and come down to your belly. Leg curl. Circle your ankle. Turn over. Place the foot, knee up. Extend the leg towards me. Lift into triangle. Bring it back down. Close. Turn to belly. Leg down. Push to child's. Transition into S. Second round, same side. This time you can do it without support. Arms forward. Leg forward into a twist. Rotation. Bring it back. Place your hands. Circle. Lift. Circle back. Bring it down. Transition tabletop. Child's pose. Lift your hips to triangle. Wave. To plank. Lower down. Extend to line. Lift. Crescent. Bring it back forward. Line. Place your hand. Child's. Come up, transition to kneeling. Reach back and up. With or without support. Push back. Roll up. Arms overhead. Challenge, lift your heels, find the balance. Lower, bend your knees. Bring your knees forward. Hips forward, arms down. Transition to prone. Leg curl, circle, turn over, open up into triangle with or without support. Bring it back down, close, turn to your belly, turn to prone, back to child's. Transition to S, switching sides. 2 times, this side as well. Forward, all the way into twist, spinal rotation. Bring it back to S seat. Hands behind you, circle. Lift and reach back, circle back. Transition to tabletop, into child's. Lift the hips to triangle. Wave to plank. Lower down. Extend the arm. Lift, crescent. Crescent back to line. Place your hands, push back to child's. Transition to kneeling. Reach back and up. Place your hands, push back to your heels, roll up. Arms to the sky. Bend your knees, lower. Place your hands, place your knees, and transition to belly, prone. Leg curl, circle. Turn over, place the foot, open, support, lift. Bring it back, close, belly, child's pose. Transition into your S seat. Last round, again, with or without support. Arms forward. Bring your leg forward. Twist. Sit upright rotation. Bring it back. Place your hands. Circle. Lift. Reach back. Circle. Transition tabletop. Child's pose. Lift to triangle. Round. Wave to plank. Lower. Extend to line. Lift. Crescent. Bring it back. Line. Place your hand. Child's. Bring it up. Kneeling. Reach back and up. Push with or without support. Heels down. Roll up. Arms overhead. Challenge to lift the heels, lower with balance. Bring these forward, hips forward. Come down to your belly, prone position. Leg curl, circle, turn over, open. With or without support, come up to triangle. Bring it back down. Bring it in, belly, curl, and child's pose. Hold here and come up. That was state of flow element. You see that we put all of the movement patterns together. So here it's all about cueing what you're doing. Cue the move. Don't worry about alignment too much because the range of motion is the limit of your participants. Remember, they're not pushing through pain, whatever feels comfortable. You can do the state of flow with or without support. With the music, it guides them. The breath guides them. And so they feel in a state of flow.